Do you find yourself waking up tired, regardless of how much you've slept? Or perhaps you feel the constant need for sugary treats and caffeine just to get through the day? Do you experience a significant energy slump after meals, or feel utterly exhausted by lunchtime? The reason might go beyond simply not getting enough rest. It could be something far more fundamental. Within your body, trillions of microscopic powerhouses called mitochondria are at work. These are essentially the energy-producing centers within your cells. When these tiny factories are functioning optimally, you wake up feeling refreshed, vibrant, and capable of clear thinking throughout the day. However, if they begin to falter, you might find yourself perpetually tired, despite adequate rest. Your energy reserves never seem to fully replenish. You might turn to sugar and caffeine as crutches to navigate your day, yet you continue to feel depleted and worn out. Or you may experience sudden waves of fatigue and energy crashes, especially following a meal or light physical activity. If you've been feeling this way for weeks, months, or even years, please understand that this is not how you should feel. Today, we'll explore 6 underlying factors that could be contributing to your constant tiredness and discuss straightforward strategies to bolster your natural energy production by supporting the health of your mitochondria. Firstly, elevated cortisol. The most prevalent cause of persistent fatigue is often high cortisol levels, which is the body's primary stress hormone. When you're under stress, your adrenal glands release more cortisol, providing a temporary surge of energy. However, an excess of cortisol forces your body to flood itself with sugar, which overtaxes your mitochondria and depletes your energy stores. To make matters worse, it disrupts your sleep patterns. High cortisol hinders deep sleep, leaving you feeling restless at night, but utterly drained during the day. To address this, you need to begin to soothe your nervous system. Practices like breathing exercises, lemon balm tea, and relaxation techniques can all help lower cortisol naturally. Secondly, insufficient vitamin B1. Stress can also deplete your vitamin B1 levels, which is critical for converting food into energy. If you're constantly yawning, experiencing mental fogginess, or struggling with physical activity, low B1 levels could be to blame. Excessive caffeine consumption from coffee, soda, or energy drinks can further diminish your B1 reserves. To rectify this, incorporate more sunflower seeds, nutritional yeast flakes, and grass-fed beef into your diet to replenish your B1 levels. What's even better is that boosting your B1 also aids in lowering cortisol, effectively tackling 2 issues simultaneously. Cause number 3 is consuming too much processed food. Those mitochondrial energy factories within your cells require genuine nutrients to function effectively, but most processed foods are stripped of essential B vitamins, minerals, and electrons, which are the essential building blocks needed to produce ATP energy. These foods also trigger inflammation, which can further impede energy production. This is why people who transition to a diet of whole foods often experience a noticeable increase in energy almost immediately, and I'll elaborate on this further later. Reason number 4, which is a significant one, is insulin resistance. When you consume an excess of refined carbohydrates, sugars, and vegetable oils, your cells can become insulin resistant. This means that sugar can become trapped in your bloodstream and unable to enter the cells and mitochondria, where it's needed for energy. Without fuel to burn, the energy factories slow down, leading to feelings of sluggishness, fatigue, brain fog, or energy crashes. Fortunately, this can often be reversed by improving your diet, incorporating fasting, and increasing your magnesium intake. 5. Inadequate coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 plays a crucial role in supporting your mitochondria to produce ATP, the energy that powers your body. As we age, our CoQ10 levels naturally decline, and certain medications, such as statins or diabetes drugs, can completely block its production. Without sufficient CoQ10, your cells simply can't generate enough energy, resulting in chronic fatigue. However, you can boost your CoQ10 levels by eating organ meats like liver and heart, or by taking a ubiquinol supplement. And reason number 6 could be a sluggish liver. Your liver is essential in releasing stored energy into your bloodstream. However, if your liver is underperforming due to fatty liver, processed foods, alcohol consumption, or toxin buildup, it can struggle to regulate energy efficiently. Individuals with a high amount of visceral fat around their abdomen often experience fatigue, brain fog, and a slower metabolism due to this issue. Some additional common triggers for fatigue that you should be aware of include sleep apnea, a condition where you repeatedly stop and start breathing during sleep. This reduces oxygen levels in the brain, preventing proper rest and recovery. Low blood pressure can also restrict oxygen flow to your muscles and brain. Insufficient water intake can thicken your blood, forcing your heart to work harder and consume more energy. And low levels of potassium, salt or magnesium can disrupt nerve signaling, leading to feelings of tiredness. How to restore your energy naturally. Now that you're aware of some of the factors that may be depleting your energy and weakening your mitochondrial energy factories, the next step is to support your body's natural ability to sustain energy with some simple lifestyle adjustments. Firstly, avoid drinking more than 1 cup of coffee per day, as the caffeine can elevate cortisol levels and trigger excessive fatigue. After a couple of weeks of cutting back, you'll notice improved energy levels, better sleep, and a more relaxed state of mind. Lemon balm tea can encourage relaxation and a balanced cortisol response by drinking it an hour before bed. This adaptogenic herb aids in restoring sleep, lowering stress and cortisol, and helping your mitochondria to produce energy efficiently. Increase your daily B vitamin intake by adding a few tablespoons of unfortified nutritional yeast flakes to soups, salads, stir-fries, or yogurt. You can also obtain natural B1 from sunflower seeds, organic pork, wild salmon, garlic, asparagus, and mussels. B1 acts like a spark plug, igniting the engines within your cells to convert food into energy and also assisting in lowering cortisol levels. Eat real food. If you frequently consume packaged foods from supermarket shelves that are high in flour, sugar, starch, or fructose, be aware that these are essentially nutrient-depleted foods, devoid of the essential nutrients your body needs to generate energy. Therefore, aim to replace them with real, whole foods that are naturally rich in electrons, enabling your cells to utilize them for energy production. Fresh cuts of meat, oily fish, non-starchy vegetables, low-carb berries, eggs, macadamia nuts, kefir, sauerkraut, and fruits are all much better options. Additionally, certain plant-based compounds can help energize your mitochondria and protect them from damage. For example, quercetin in onions and resveratrol in berries can promote the growth of more mitochondria. Curcumin in turmeric and sulforaphane in broccoli. Sprouts can reduce oxidative stress, helping your energy factories operate efficiently. Incorporating these into your meals can naturally enhance energy production and overall vitality. Help your cells absorb energy instead of eating 3 meals a day with snacks. Normalize your blood sugar by eating 2 solid meals per day, which are rich in nutritious whole foods. Over time, your cells become more sensitive to insulin, facilitating the entry of fuel into your cells, ready to be converted into energy by your mitochondria. Hydrate your body by drinking at least 1.5 liters of carbonated mineral water every day. The CO2 bubbles can enhance oxygen absorption by your cells, which is then used by your mitochondria to produce more energy. This is known as the Bohr effect. Adding a tiny pinch of Celtic sea salt to the water can also provide electrolytes for your mitochondria. Daily movement. Take a 20-minute walk outside every morning. Regular exercise effectively trains your mitochondria to generate more ATP energy. Sunlight and fresh air also regulate cortisol and naturally reduce stress, while sunlight can boost your vitamin D and melatonin levels, both of which are key hormones that support higher energy output. Taking a short walk or stretching after a meal can also help prevent energy crashes by stabilizing blood sugar. Boost CoQ10, strengthen quadrillions of mitochondria throughout your body by increasing your CoQ10 levels. Do this by consuming more organ meats such as beef liver, heart, and kidneys. These are also available in the form of a spreadable pate. Include fatty fish like sardines, mackerel, canned cod liver, and wild salmon, which are naturally high in CoQ10, and use extra virgin olive oil as your primary fat source, as it contains polyphenols that aid your body in recycling and producing CoQ10. I also recommend prioritizing pasture-raised eggs, which provide natural CoQ10 and healthy fats to fuel energy production. And liver support. If you're overweight, have a history of eating junk foods or drinking alcohol, perhaps help your liver out by drinking freshly squeezed lemon juice in a glass of water often, and also eat sulfur-rich vegetables like garlic, onions, cabbage, radishes, broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. These will help your liver metabolize fuel properly, making your energy factories much more efficient. Finally, let's explore some supplements that support mitochondrial energy production in your cells. Magnesium glycinate is a highly absorbable form of magnesium that helps ease stress, improve sleep, and support ATP production. Personally, I like to take 2 capsules in the morning and another 2 at night. Performance Lab Sleep, a sleep formula with magnesium, tart cherry, and L-tryptophan to enhance deep sleep and energy recovery. I take 2 capsules of these before bed for better energy the following day. Electrolyte powders can replenish potassium, sodium, and magnesium, which are key minerals that fuel the mitochondria and keep energy levels stable. And if you have any type of digestive problems, there are digestive enzyme blends available, which also have added ox bile and betaine hydrochloride, which help the small intestines to absorb more nutrients, which support energy production. Many people also start their day with a glass of water and a tiny pinch of sea salt. For more information on this, watch the video that I've put on the screen now. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.